Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, we have started essay writing, and so far we have discussed the planning stage of essay writing. Fine, brainstorming, the various techniques used for brainstorming. We have also discussed the another planning phase, that is making an outline for an essay. Now when you have if you are done with making outlines for your topics, the topics which you have selected for yourselves, now it's the time to learn how to write a paragraph. Fine, we'll discuss paragraph writing, and after this, in the coming lecture, we'll talk about essay writing then. Since essay consists of various paragraphs, so you first must learn how to write a paragraph, then we will move to essay writing. Fine. So, paragraph writing, first of all, what is meant by a paragraph? So, a paragraph is a series of sentences that are organized and coherent. Fine. And are all related to a single topic. Now, there are certain characteristics of paragraph, effective paragraph, which we are going to discuss later on. But if you look at this definition, it is a group of sentences, a series of sentences, but those sentences must be well organized. Fine. Those sentences must be well coherent. Well coherent means that there should be coherence. What is meant by having coherence? It means that all the ideas must be logically connected to one another. Fine. Then uh, and they are all related to a single topic. This is the most important point for a paragraph. One paragraph consists one single idea only. Fine. If you for example, if you are writing your essay and you're done with the discussion of one idea and you want to move to another idea, you must change the paragraph then. A paragraph is a group of sentences that deal with a single topic. It is a group of sentences. What kind of sentences? Those sentences that deal with a single topic, as I told you. Fine. So, this is what a paragraph is. Now, characteristics of a good paragraph, effective paragraph. A paragraph in an effective paragraph, there should be unity means like all the ideas should be united. Fine, all the ideas should be related to that one single idea, that one single topic discussed in that single paragraph. Fine. So unity is the most essential point for an effective paragraph. Then the second point is that there must be order, there must be coherence, there must be organization in a paragraph. Now, what is meant by coherence, what is meant by order? The order can be chronological. For example, if you are writing a narrative paragraph, like you are narrating the story or some activity, if you're narrating in a paragraph, so there should be chronological order. Like you must start with that activity which you have done first, then the second activity, then the third activity, then the fourth, then the fifth, then the and then finally the last one. Similarly, if you're writing a paragraph on the life of someone, okay, a very brief paragraph, comprehensive paragraph. So for example, if the person is born in 1990s, so you must start with 1990. Fine. And then you may come to the later achievements of his or her life, and finally the death. Fine. So this is what we call chronological order, like order in terms of time. Okay. Then order in terms of importance. Let's suppose if you're writing another kind of paragraph in which you are writing about several things, so you must talk about the most important thing first, then the second important thing, then the more you will lead to the least important thing at the end. Fine. It can be the other way around as well. You may start with the least important thing, and you may end a paragraph on on the most important thing. But there must be a proper order, either from the most to the least important, or the other way around. Fine. There can be order or coherence of space or direction. Fine. This is order of time, and this is the order of space. Okay, the spatial order. Fine. Now look at this one. Direction. Let's suppose if you are describing a place or a region, fine, a city, a country, or a house, anything, a university, fine, in terms of direction, in terms of space. So you must start with one pole, and then you may come to, at the end, you may come to, the last pole, fine. This order must be followed. Clear? Similarly, if you want to write a paragraph about going from one place to another, again, this sequence, this order must be followed. Fine. Sequential or procedural order, like when you, if you want to describe the procedure of something, for example, the procedure of writing an essay, or the procedure of giving a presentation, fine, the sequence, then you must go step by step. Again, there must be an order, there must be coherence, that you must uh, write down all those steps one by one in a proper order. If you remember Rutherford atomic model from your class 10th, fine. So it started with, I still remember certain words from class 10. Put some pieces of zinc in a wood bottle, or some sort of, particular bottle was there, and put some pieces of some other chemical. So the process, the procedure, so that sequence, that first do this, then do that, then do that, and at the end do this, fine. Or first I did this, I did that, then I did that, and now the recipe, okay, when the cooks, okay, the cooks, for example, when they deliver, they create the online videos, and they share with people how to cook a particular dish, so they follow that procedure in that sequence. The third characteristics of a paragraph is completeness. A paragraph must be complete. Fine. Complete means that it must have a proper beginning, it must have a proper middle, it must have a proper end. Fine. When you write a paragraph and it is read by a reader, so the reader must not feel, you must not make the reader feel that there is something missing, either this one or this one or this one, fine, or nothing superfluous as well. Now when something is superfluous, like you write something which is irrelevant, okay, which is not related to the topic, so that's that paragraph, again, that is not complete. So completeness must also be observed, okay. Then when we talk about order as well, so we have proper beginning, proper middle, and proper end. Then there must be proper transition. Transition means transition from one line, from one sentence to the next, transition from one idea to the other, transition from one example to the other, transition from the definition to the example, and then to the reason, and then to the conclusion, fine. So such sort of features, characteristics must be observed if you want to write an effective paragraph, okay. There must be unity in your paragraph, there must be coherence or order, or or organization in your paragraph, and your paragraph must be complete. There are certain types of paragraph, or types of paragraph development. Like you may write a narrative paragraph, fine, as I told you, narrating a story or narrating a visit to some place, okay, okay. Then description, if you are asked to describe your university, or to describe a place, fine, describe a computer system, describe a smartphone, so that is descriptive in nature. Then process description, if you are asked to describe the procedure, as we discussed here, find the procedure of something, this one, okay. So that is, then over there you have to describe a procedure. Comparison and contrast can be there. For example, comparing one university with another, one company with one country with another, one smartphone with another, or comparison the two aspects of a single thing. For example, benefits and drawbacks of using smartphone, or the benefits and drawbacks of internet or social media, fine. The so the the disasters brought by COVID-19, but its benefits to the nature and to the good effects on the human life, again, comparison and contrast, fine. Then classification, if you are asked to classify things, for example, classification of morphemes, free morphemes, bound morphemes. Then we have, lexical and functional morphemes. Here we have derivational and inflectional morphemes. Derivational are further divided into affixes and suffixes, and infixes, fine, prefixes and suffixes, and infixes. Then they are further divided into 8 point, fine. So this is what we call classification, or classification of a family tree. Different kinds of language families and languages are there. Cause and effect can be there, the causes of something on another, like the causes and effects, fine. For example, if you look at modern Americanization, so the effects of Americanization on Pakistani culture, fine. Or if you look at the modernization of the Pakistani culture, what are its causes? So causes and effects, so that can be another kind of paragraph development. These things also must be kept in mind if you want to write an effective paragraph. You must decide first, you must determine that whether you are narrating something, you are describing something. As I told you here, that if you are narrating something, some story or some visit to some place, your paragraph, your order, it must be chronological, then fine. If you're describing something, then you may go for the order of importance, fine. But like multiple things can be there. So all these points must be keep in view if you want to write an effective paragraph. Now coming to the elements of paragraph, what does a paragraph consist of? And a paragraph, usually there are three things. As I told you in the previous class, that there are three parts of an essay: the introductory paragraph, fine, then the main body, and then the concluding paragraph. In the same way, inside a paragraph, there is a topic sentence, fine, then the main body, which is also called the supporting details or the supporting sentences. Those sentences which support or which explain the topic sentence of the paragraph. And at the end, we have a concluding sentence. Uh, if you look at the topic sentence, it is further divided into a topic, into a controlling idea. Now, look at some examples of the topic sentences. Fine. Some examples are here. Namal is one of the best universities of Pakistan. Let's talk about the topic sentence first. Then I'm coming to some of the features of the topic sentence and an example of all these elements. Fine, but let's make it clear that how does a topic sentence look like and how should it be written. Fine. So look at these examples. Namal is one of the best universities in Pakistan. Now, Namal, this is the topic of this sentence. The topic of this single sentence. Fine. Now, where is the controlling idea? The controlling idea is actually, the explanation of the topic. Like, what is your viewpoint? What do you want to say about that topic? So is one of the best universities in Pakistan. This is the controlling idea in this topic sentence. Fine. Now, if this is the topic sentence of a paragraph, Namal is one of the best universities in Pakistan, then you may write supporting details, supporting sentences, fine, in the main body, so, in order to support your topic sentence. So what you can possibly write, you may write about briefly in one sentence, you may write about its teachers, their qualification and experience. You may write all the teachers of Namal are highly qualified and well experienced, fine. You may talk about the building, you may talk about the infrastructure, you may talk about the courses taught over here, you may talk about the ranking, fine, the national and international ranking of Namal, fine. You may talk about the various facilities available to the students inside the campus, and you may talk about the branches as well, fine. Historical importance may also be taken into consideration, but you have tried to provide 4, 5, 6 sentences, okay, to support this topic sentence. Moving to another example of topic sentence, Essay writing is a very careful task and requires a number of different skills. Now, this is one single sentence. This is called a topic sentence. And in order to discuss, to support this sentence, you will have to provide supporting sentences. And this is how you will write a complete paragraph based on this one single topic sentence. Now, look at this sentence, essay writing. Essay writing is the topic of this sentence, while the supporting, the controlling idea is a very careful task and requires a lot of different skills. This is the controlling idea. Fine. Graduating from high school is important for many different reasons. Now, graduating from high school, this is our topic. I'm not talking about the essay topic, rather this is a topic of this very sentence. Fine, the topic sentence. Graduating from high school, this is a topic and is important for many different reasons. Now, if we look at this sentence as a topic sentence of a paragraph, so this is a topic sentence, then we may provide 4, 5, or 6 reasons in order to prove that yes, graduating from high school is important. Fine. There are many reasons why population in university town is worse in the entire city. Now, here, population in the university town. This is the topic. This is the topic. Fine. And or rather, population in the university town is worse in the entire city. This is our topic, while the controlling idea is this one. There are many reasons. Now, you will have to provide the reasons. You will have to prove this controlling idea. Okay, and you will have to write a complete paragraph. To be an inspiring teacher requires certain characteristics. To be an inspiring teacher, this is our topic. Fine. And requires certain characteristics. This is the controlling idea. Now, in order to prove this controlling idea in relation to this topic, you have to provide 4 or 5 sentences, characteristics to prove your view stance. Fine. The last one, there are many possible contributing factors to global warming. Now, global warming is our topic in this sentence. Fine. And there are many possible contributing factors. This is the controlling idea. So all these are the topic sentences. Based on each and every topic sentence, one complete paragraph can be written. Fine, comprehensive paragraph. Now, uh, the topic sentence, what is it? A topic sentence is a sentence that conveys the main idea of a paragraph. As we discussed all these topic sentences, and they are, the very first sentences of paragraphs, and they convey the main ideas of all the paragraphs. Fine. You are supposed to, this is your task, you will have to write paragraphs on these topic sentences. A topic sentence is usually a complete sentence. A complete sentence means, like if I write NAML, for example, or National University of Modern Languages, this is the topic, and I do not provide the controlling idea. So it can be then an essay topic, not the topic of a sentence. If I write essay writing, so this is not a topic sentence, it is an essay topic. Fine. Graduating from high school, it can be an essay, or it can be a narrative essay. Fine. But it can never be a topic sentence because it does not have any controlling idea. So keep in mind that most of the time, rather all the times, topic sentence is a complete sentence. Fine. Then the position of the topic sentence, it can be in most of the cases, topic sentences occur in the very beginning of paragraphs, but they can occur in the final position of paragraph as well. For example, if I write, look at this one, for example, there are many reasons why population in a university town is the worst in the entire city. For example, if I start a paragraph with an example, okay, or with some explanation, I start with pollution or something else, find the traffic in university town, and I explain the things, I provide examples, and at the end I say that due to these reasons, or these reasons prove that university town is the worst in the entire city in terms of pollution. Fine. So this topic sentence will be then at the end of the paragraph. But most of the time, particularly at this level, for your level, the topic sentences should be written in the beginning of paragraphs. So this is all about topic sentence. Now, coming back to the elements of paragraph, the topic sentence, then the main body. What is meant by the main body? The main body is that consists of three, four, five or six sentences which contain certain examples, certain explanations, maybe reasons or causes. Anything can be there, fine, inside the main body. And then the concluding sentence which concludes the entire paragraph. So this is the structure of a paragraph, elements of paragraph, or you may see the structure of a paragraph. The very last point, let's find out and highlight all these three elements of paragraph in this very example. The rate of home ownership varies widely across the developed world. Now, this is the topic sentence of the complete paragraph. Fine. The rate of home ownership. This is the topic of this sentence. The topic sentence varies widely across the developed world, and this is the controlling idea, varies across the developed world. Yes, fine. So now we have to provide supporting sentences in order to prove our viewpoint, fine, our opinion regarding this topic of the topic sentence. Now look at the main body. The main body starts here, fine. Germany, for instance, has one of the lowest rates at 42%, while in Spain it is twice as high, 85%. Both the USA and Britain have similar rates of about 69%. Now these two are examples. These two sentences contain examples. Look at the third sentence, the third supporting sentence. Like this is supporting sentence number one. Fine. Germany and Spain. Then US and Britain, supporting sentence number two. Then supporting sentence number three contains the reasons. The reasons for this variation appear to be more cultural and historic than economic, since high rates are found in both rich and poorer countries. So this is the reason for the variations. Fine. In the rate of home ownership in the developed world, in the developed countries. So this is supporting detail number one. Supporting detail number three. If you look at the last sentence, this is the concluding sentence. There appears to be no conclusive link between national prosperity and number of home ownership. Fine. Like uh, pro, uh, prosperity, national prosperity and home ownership, it is, there is no link between the two. So this is the concluding paragraph. Fine. So this is how an effective paragraph looks like. Now your task is to write the introductory paragraph for your essay, okay, or rather forget about that topic, because that is what you will do when you will start essay writing. Fine. The structure of essay, not the structure of paragraph. You're supposed to write paragraphs on one, two, three, four, five, six. We have six topic sentences. So you have to write you have to write comprehensive paragraphs, effective paragraphs on any of the four topic sentences listed here. Okay, select four topic sentences for yourselves and write down proper paragraphs on those four sentences. If you have any question, we'll inshallah in the next session we are going to take into consideration all the questions. Stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.